Good to see you all. So on your block, on your blanket, bolster, pillow, you could even roll up the mat. Just find a comfortable seat. It's nice here for your hips to kind of sit a little taller in cross legs, Sukhasana. Since we're going to just be here for 10, 12 or so rounds of breath to set the intention. So sit up tall, close the eyes, and just begin to breathe. Feel the shoulders rolling back, feel the spine lengthening, crown ahead reaching, maybe floating the ears a little further back. And then feel your sit bones really grounded beneath you evenly from the left and the right side. In celebration of Earth Day, we're thinking about our potential, we're thinking about sustainable practices and sustainability. So Rumi says, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. Sitting tall, take about 3 to 5 more big rounds of breath. Maybe the first couple in through the nose, out the mouth, a little sigh. And then eventually, if it works for your body, in through the nose and out through the nose, your Ujjayi breath. Really smooth, full, big breaths. And if you'd like to use music for the practice, you can start your playlist. I've put one in the chat box. And everybody bring your hands to your knees. You could keep the eyes closed. If you want to release the block or the pillow beneath you, you can, or you could stay sitting on it. And just start to circle your whole body. So elbows are bent, hands on the knees, big circles. Like you're stirring a bowl of soup or brownie batter, something delicious, and you don't want it to get stuck. So if you find a sticky spot, you can just stay and go a little deeper. Big full circles, getting the rim of the bowl, really working the torso. Again, head, neck, shoulders can relax. You could let your head sway or keep the eyes open or closed. And then one more in that direction and just switch directions. Big circles all the way around. Your shoulders are involved. Your hips are coming off the mat as you shift the weight. Nice. One more big circle in that direction. And then just pause, finding your seat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. On your exhale, bend the elbows, open the arms wide, cactus arms, so squeezing the shoulder blades together. On your inhale, draw the forearms in front of you to cover your face. Exhale, open back up to the cactus arms, and inhale, reach tall. We're going to take that twice more. So with your breath, exhale, really lower and squeeze. Inhale, you're kind of rounding your spine, covering your face. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach tall. One more with your own breath. We're going to repeat this arm movement a few times in the practice. So I might refer to it as like the peekaboo arms. You're opening up and then just release. Plant the feet and come into a little ball. So feet at the top of the mat, knees bent, just curl up, forehead to knees, chin to chest. Just take a breath here, holding on the shins, the elbows, like a little potato bug. And then inhale, lift the heart, plant the hands, fingers facing the hips. Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, hips rise, reverse tabletop. So really squeeze the thighs together. If you do still have that block or some sort of prop like a blanket, you could imagine you're squeezing it or even squeeze it between the thighs. Exhale, hips come down, hug yourself again. You can have your feet wider if that feels better for your body. Really give yourself a nice hug. And then inhale, plant the hands, lift onto the feet and hands for reverse table. One more time like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tailbone taps the earth, giving yourself a nice hug. Exhale, planting the hands, pressing through the feet for reverse tabletop. Exhale, slowly lower. We're going to go into some core exercises. So if you do have that block or a little pillow nearby, just have it ready. We have an option to use it or not. We're going to start, again, like a little bug. So come onto your back and curl up tiny like a potato bug. You could reach for your heels. You could have your head towards your knees. Tiny, tiny ball. Shoulder blades are lifted. And then inhale, extend long. Reach through arms and legs. Curl up really tiny. Squeeze. Inhale, get tight. Exhale, reach long. Go ahead and take 4 more at your own pace. If core is not working for you today, just take a few more rounds in a seated meditation or make another choice for yourself and your body. Twice more. Get really tiny and then take up space. Next time you have your arms and your legs long, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, let it go. Just take a full body stretch like you just woke up in the morning, reaching through left finger and left toes, reaching through right fingers and right toes. Get long, feel the belly release. And now is the option for the block. So if you have your block, put it between your feet. And you can just have an imaginary block, no block at all. You'll inhale, reach your legs to the sky, trying to hold the block in between your feet. And then lift your arms for your legs, so shoulder blades lift. Grab onto the block, maybe you need to bend the knees a little. Reach your arms overhead, legs overhead. Inhale, lift toes, hands towards each other to pass the block. Exhale, legs and arms go long. So keep going with your variation of this, imaginary block or with the actual block that you're passing back and forth. Let's just take 3 more rounds. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you lift legs and hands towards each other. 1 more round. And somehow just release the block by your mat, letting it go from your hands or your feet. And take another full body stretch. Really savor it here. Maybe hands to the belly and just feel the breath full. And let it go. Last core exercise, hands behind the head, knees to 90 degrees. Flex the feet, press to the toes. Tuck the tailbone so your lower back presses into the earth. Lift the shoulder blades. Keep the knees over the hips. They're going to want to draw towards you. And we're just going to start some bicycle crunches. So right elbow towards left, left elbow towards right. Moving at your own pace. You could speed it up for a little more cardio. You could keep it really slow to get that deep core engagement. You could straighten the legs and take a long leg bicycle. Keep breathing. I'm doing it right here with you. You got it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a happy baby. Feet to the sky, hands to the ankles or feet. Pull the knees outside the rib cage. Maybe sway side to side on your sacrum. Maybe an audible exhale. We're done with core. And then draw your knees towards your chest, hands behind the thighs. Start to rock and roll forward and back on your spine. As much time and momentum as you need to find a forward fold, standing at the top of the knee. Maybe you use your hands, maybe you don't. Getting there with or without your hands when you're ready. And just fold forward, let the head release. Draping everything off the back body. Feet could be about hip width distance or wider. Knees could be bent a lot or a little. And just release the hands and let the arms kind of sway like a monkey or a gorilla. Just kind of circling them, swaying them side to side. Letting them move again like you're stirring a pot like we did with our torso to start the practice. Maybe your hips are involved. Let the head, the jaw, the tongue all relax. Letting the weight shift around in your feet. And then slow that down. And everybody take a halfway lift. Inhale. Lengthen the heart, the chest, crown of head forward. Exhale, let it go, head heavy. Press through the feet, rise all the way to mountain, arms up. And exhale, just press the palms at heart center. Close the eyes, let the shoulder blades roll back. Stand tall, shoulders over hips. Take a slow breath here. And let it go. Next, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge, find your forward fold. Knees could be bent. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant the palms and step into plank pose. So shoulders over elbows, over wrists. Press the heels away from you, lift the thighs. Slowly start to come into a hovering tabletop. So knees come towards the earth, shins stay off the mat. And then exhale, press all the way back to downward facing dog. I'm gonna do that again. So shoulders over wrists, plank pose. Slowly, slowly lower the knees to hovering. Exhale, hips high, heels back, down dog. Now we're gonna take 3 more versions of that from down dog. So from down dog, slowly lower the knees, bending them towards the earth to hover. Exhale, come into plank, press the legs long, reach the crown of the head forward, and then find your down dog. So 2 more. If you need to come into table, go for it. Otherwise, slowly find your hovering table with the knees lifted. Exhale, back into plank, and find down dog. 1 more, or stay in down dog for a few more rounds of breath. Hovering table, looking forward. Exhale, legs straighten, heels reach back. Hips high, down dog. Now stay in down dog. Just explore, move it around. Shake your head, yes or no. Wag your tail, pedal your feet. You could have your feet wider on the mat. The wide stance feels good for you. Really plug through the finger pads to support your wrists. 3 more breaths just to get curious in your first down dog that we're holding. And start to slow it down. Find a more still downward facing dog and take a full round of breath. Inhale and let it go. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Step the right foot outside your right hand. See how quietly you can land it. Maybe pull it more forward if it didn't quite get as far as you wanted. Putting a little more weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee towards your right elbow and step the left foot to the back of the mat. Right foot to the back of the mat, hips high, down dog. We're gonna do that on the left side, so left leg lifts. Step left foot outside left hand like lizard pose. Draw your right knee towards the left and step it all the way back, transitioning through down dog. 2 more times on each side. So take it to the right, left, right, left. Right leg lifts. Go at your own pace. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, draw the left knee in. Step it all the way back. Transitioning with a down dog. Maybe you stay there for another round of breath. And see if each round you can really softly and quietly step that foot forward. Just meet in down dog whenever you finish both sides. Taking your time to get there. Full round of breath in dog. Let it go. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower the knees to the earth. Bending the elbows close to the rib cage. Chest and chin come all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, up for cobra. Heart lifts. And isometrically pull your palms back. Exhale, forehead down. 2 more cobras. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower the head. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Any way you want to get back to down dog, maybe through child's pose, tabletop, or plank. Downward facing dog. From down dog, reach the right leg high. Step it all the way forward between the hands. Maybe inch it forward to get further. And make a choice for low lunge with the left knee down or high lunge. Rise all the way up in your low or high lunge. Arms alongside the ears. If you're in high lunge, right knee over ankle. Left heel reaching back to straighten the left leg. Everybody bring your right forearm to your right thigh, whether you're in low or high lunge. Reach your left arm forward towards the top of the mat, but keep it off the earth. Really strong and engaged. And then you're gonna bend the left elbow and draw your left arm back. Keep going, reach and pull. You could imagine you're holding a heavy weight. Keep drawing your right hip towards the midline. Don't let it splay to the right. Keep going. Keep pressing your right forearm into your thigh, just reaching and pulling. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you bend the elbow and pull back. Let's take 2 more. Nice work. Plant the palms. Find 3-legged dog, right leg high. Right knee comes under the body towards the left elbow. Cross the body, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, three-legged dog. Keep going, 3 more times. Right knee to left elbow. Finding three-legged dog. Inhale forward. Exhale, extend the leg long. 1 more. Reach the right leg high. Last time and shake it out. Just let it go. Bend the knee towards glute. Open it up. Scorpion dog. Roll the ankle. Maybe roll the whole knee around. Keep squaring the shoulders. And then just lower your right leg alongside the left. Take a full round of breath here. Inhale, shift forward plank. Option to take your first chaturanga or another flow with the knees, chest, and chin, or just press right back, downward facing dog. The flow is always optional. Make it your own. From down dog, we move to the second side. Left leg high. Step the left foot all the way forward, top of the mat. Low or high lunge. If your right knee is down, make sure it feels supported. Arms up alongside the ears. Drawing the rib cage in, stacking shoulders over hips. Beautiful. Relax shoulders down the back, spread through fingertips. And then left forearm into left thigh. Reach the right arm forward. Then bend the elbow and draw it back. You could even make a fist. Keep reaching and pulling. You've got it. Really strong. You don't do a lot of pulling action in yoga, but it's really important for our body. So let's take 3 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale to pull. And when you're done with that, plant the palms to frame the foot. Left leg goes high for a 3-legged dog. Left knee under the body towards the right tricep. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Keep going 3 more times, crossing left leg under the body to the right. And finding a 3-legged dog between. Next time you find yourself in 3-legged dog, just shake out the left leg. Bend the knee, scorpion, fire hydrant pose. Keep reaching the right heel back. Move that left leg around however you need. And then slowly return left leg to the mat, downward facing dog. Option to take a vinyasa here, or just take a couple rounds of breath. In your vinyasa, shift forward, exhale as you lower. Inhale into cobra or up dog, opening the heart and chest. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Find high lunge again, so step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms up. If you took low lunge, come into high lunge now. Maybe walk your right foot further to the right to help you with your balance. Reaching the fingers. And then straighten both legs. So right leg straightens, reach a little higher through your fingertips. On your exhale, bend the elbows wide, cactus arms, bend both knees towards the earth, get low. Stay low, and we're gonna do the arm movement we started with. So close the forearms in front of the face. Inhale, open, peekaboo. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. 2 more like that. So exhale, bend the arms and the knees. Inhale, close and open the arms and reach tall. 1 more, exhale as you bend. Inhale as your arms cover your face. Exhale as they open back up. Inhale, straighten the legs long. This time, bend the elbows, bend the knees, come all the way down, nice and slow. Left knee comes to the earth, hands to the hips. You're in a low lunge now. You can keep the toes tucked or untucked. Just press a little deeper into the lunge. Because your left knee is down, it's okay for your right knee to go over your ankle. Feeling the left hip flexor stretch. 1 more breath here. And then again, right forearm to right thigh. This time, reach your left arm over the left ear, side stretching to the right. So left arm reaches to the right, left side body lengthens. 2 breaths. As you're ready, release, plant the hands, step back. Option to travel through a vinyasa between sides, or take a child's pose, or stay in downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg lifts. Step it all the way forward, coming up into your high lunge. Maybe heel toe left foot more to the left, giving space for your hips. Left knee over ankle. Reach through the fingertips. And then straighten both legs. So left leg straightens, reach higher through the fingers. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the knees, get low. Inhale, forearms in front of the face. Exhale, arms back to cactus. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more, use your breath. Exhale, get low, squeeze the shoulder blades back. One more, take your time. You know the action, you're doing it right. Next time your arms are straight, reach higher, and then slowly bend elbows and knees, right knee all the way to the earth. Make sure it feels supported. Hands to hips, maybe roll over your mat or put a blanket. Use your hands on your hips to notice if they're squared. So left hip back, right hip forward, and then bend a little deeper into that lunge to deepen the hip flexor stretch. You can untuck the toes if that feels better. One more breath. And then left forearm to left thigh, reach the right arm over the ear to the left. Stretching the whole right side of the body. One more full breath here. Exhale, hands down, optional vinyasa. Finding down dog as you're ready. From down dog, right leg high. Warrior 1, step the right foot to the top of the mat, left heel down about 45 degrees, arms up. Again, you can heel to your right foot wider to have a little more space as your hips and your shoulders square to the front of your mat as best you can. Right knee over ankle. Stay strong in the legs, and we're just going to do that arm variation. So exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, close the forearms. Exhale to open. Inhale, straighten the arms, but keep the legs as they are. 2 more, take your time with that little peekaboo arm pattern. Feeling how your shoulders are a little bit involved, rounding and squeezing. When you've finished with a couple rounds of that, reach up through your fingers in traditional warrior 1, and exhale, open up to traditional warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe look to your back hand to notice where it is in space. Is it where you think it is? And then everybody flip your palms to the sky. Open your chest a little bit so your shoulders will roll back. And then you're going to start to turn your palms down, but keep turning. Thumbs towards the earth, thumbs towards the back, maybe all the way so your palms are flipped and faced up. Shoulder blades are rounding. And then come all the way back around. So you're rotating from your shoulder all the way out your fingertips. Wrist, forearm, biceps, all involved. Keep going. Inhaling and exhaling. Legs stay strong. Keep the lunge. Warrior 2 legs. One more time with the arms. And when you're ready, find traditional warrior 2 arms, palms down. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh for side angle, left arm overhead. Now we're going to take a little variation. So lift your right forearm off the thigh and press the palm in front of your belly, press it back. Press the left arm in front. So really feel the energy of that pressing. Now we're going to take a variation, a reverse warrior, but instead of left hand down leg, press your left hand in front of you and reach your right hand back, or even press it. Either stay and hold or keep moving, really pressing the air away from you as you cycle through this variation of side angle and reverse warrior. Nice. Move with your breath. Take one more of each. One more side angle, one more reverse, and find a traditional warrior two. Straighten your front leg. We're moving into triangle, so walk your back foot in, hips to the back, reach forward, then down. Trikonasana, left hand to the sky. Roll the left shoulder back. Maybe a little bend in your right knee if it seems to hyperextend. Drop from your right kneecap. Press out through your left side of foot. Outside edge of left foot. Head and neck can relax. Two more slow breaths here. Find the lengthening. You could always use your block to put your hand on a block if you have one. Otherwise, hand to shin. Next exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Step it back and travel through a vinyasa or skip it. Taking it all the way back to down dog as you're ready. Next, inhale, left leg lifts, warrior one. Take your time to set up your warrior one stance. Drawing left hip back, right hip forward. And then we'll add the peekaboo arm pattern. So exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arm. Inhale, forearms towards each other, rounding the back. Exhale, open back up, squeezing shoulder blades and reach tall. Two more at your own pace. Stay strong in the legs. We meet in traditional warrior one when you're ready. Open it up to traditional warrior two. So spin open, take up space, maybe widen your stance. Left arm forward, right arm back. Left knee over ankle, and then flip the palms to the sky. Feel that opening in the chest, in the shoulders, and start to flip the thumbs back over and rotate the hands, the shoulders, the arms all the way down. Maybe they don't go as far as you want on this side. Maybe you feel a little more open now that we've done this again. Keep moving, rotating. Beautiful way to involve the heart, the chest, the shoulders. One more time. Find your warrior two. Palms down. Take your side angle, left forearm to thigh, reach right arm overhead. And now stay strong in the legs, lift the forearm off the thigh and press that left hand back to the back of your mat. Keep reaching your right arm ahead or maybe even press forward. Now move into reverse warrior, pressing your left hand overhead and pressing your right arm in front of you. Keep going. Inhaling into side angle. Exhaling into reverse warrior with this arm modification or variation. Make it your own. You don't like what I'm offering, change it up. You could just hold a side angle and hold a reverse. One more of each. And then come on back to traditional warrior two again. Straighten left leg, triangle. So maybe heel toe right foot in a little, hips to the back of the mat. Find the length as you reach forward and down. Left hand to shin, rolling the shoulder back, letting the head relax. You could gaze the fingers or the sky, or just let your head be heavy. Lean your chest to your heart back. 3 slow breaths. Next, exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. And either take a flow or meet back in down dog. From down dog, start to bend the knees, lowering your shins to a hovering tabletop. Just hold it here. If you need to come to tabletop, come into it. Otherwise, we're gonna hold 3 breaths and you're hovering tabletop. Stay strong through the fingers, engaging the hands. One more slow breath. Can you make it the smoothest, slowest inhale? And exhale, tabletop, knees down, tap out the feet, let it go. And drawing your belly button to spine, neutral tabletop. Reach your right arm alongside your ear, reach your left heel back, bird dog. Left heel higher, reach through the fingers. And we're gonna crunch wide. So right elbow to the right, like cactus arm, left knee to the left, like a frog leg. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, left leg back. One more like that. Elbows and knees wide. Inhale, reach forward. Lower your right hand, lower your left knee, and come to standing on your shins. So roll yourself all the way up. Shoulders over hips, over knees. Reach your arms forward and start to sink your hips back. Keep pulling through your fingertips, hovering your hips over your heels. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms forward, shoulders over hips. Press the hips forward. 2 more. Sink back like chair pose. Use your arms for resistance. Inhale, rise all the way up. 1 more. Exhale, stand up. Bring your hands to your hips. Extend your right leg long and away from you to the right. So maybe just the inner edge of the foot is pressing, or maybe the whole sole of that right foot can press. Bring your hands behind your head now. Elbows wide. And just tilt and lean to your left. Left elbow towards the left. Open the arms. Stay strong in the core, the obliques. Extend your arms. And then cartwheel all the way over to the right side. Right hand down, right leg, left arm over the ear. Gate opener. Keep pressing the hips forward. Again, your eyes can gaze up or they can just relax. All right, cartwheel the hands to the mat, finding tabletop. Let me take all of that on the second side. So left arm reaches forward, right heel reaches back. Lift the thigh a little higher. Belly button to spine. And then left arm goes to the left, right knee goes to the right, crunching wide. Inhale, reach left arm forward, right heel back. And left elbow in a cactus arm, right knee like a frog. Inhale, reach, extend through fingers and toes and heel, hands down. Stand up on the shins. You repeat that little chair pose variation. So as you're ready, inhale, arms forward, hips back. Exhale, stand up. 2 more. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, stand up. And if it feels better to tuck your toes, you could do that. You might not go as far. 1 more. Exhale, stand up. Hands to hips. This time, left leg goes far to the left off your mat, or you could turn depending on your space, whatever you need. Left foot presses down to the left. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lean to the right, so right elbow goes to the right. Feel the whole line of energy from your left, middle of the left foot, all the way up through the left armpit. And then extend the arms, reach through fingertips, framing the face. 1 inhale, cartwheel arms to the left. Left hand glides down left leg, reach right arm overhead. And here you can choose to relax the head or the neck. 1 more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Plant the hands, tabletop, and move through some cat-cows. Take your time. Traditional cat-cow to start. Maybe close the eyes. Really exaggerate the movement in the spine. Maybe incorporating some side cat-cow now. Hips to the right, gaze to the right, hips to the left, gaze to the left. And then take the next 10 breaths to do whatever you need in your tabletop, or even shift back to a child's pose for a little more rest. Maybe circling the torso, hula hooping the spine, letting the head or the neck relax, kind of adding your own flavor to cat-cow. Undulating the spine in different directions, letting the hips go forward and back. whatever you need. Just let it feel good, move organically. Making this yoga practice a sustainable practice. So listening to your body and how it's different every day. If you want to add some little wrist stretches, you've got 4 or so more rounds of breath. So take your time. If you're in child's pose, there's no need to move. And then over the course of the next couple of breaths, return to a traditional tabletop. Tuck toes and find your down dog. Right leg high. Right knee towards left elbow, and then straighten the leg without touching it to the earth. Rebend the right knee, heel towards glute, and find a 3-legged dog. We're gonna take that again. So it's like you're threading and unthreading the needle. Right knee towards left elbow. Straighten the right leg as best you can. Rebend and reach the right heel high. One more, and this time we're coming into fallen triangle or star. So right knee, left elbow, straighten right leg. Outside edge of right foot plants. Left heel lowers to the right. Left hand lifts to the sky. Right hand is your base. Lift the hips. Fallen star. Inhale, reach through left fingertips. Exhale, left hand down, left heel lifts. Find your 3-legged dog again. Scorpion the dog, or flipping the dog as part of your practice. Go for that. Right foot steps off the mat, lifting heart and chest to the sky. Slowly make your way back to downward facing dog. Lowering right leg and left leg, pedaling the feet before we move to the second side. So now you know where we're headed, but move intentionally. We'll start by lifting left leg. Left knee towards right elbow, and then see if you can straighten the right leg. Rebend and find 3-legged dog. Again, left knee crosses under the body towards the right. Extend the left leg long without touching it to the earth. Rebend, find 3-legged dog. Same thing, this time we come into fallen triangle. Left knee to the right, extend the left leg. Let the left outside edge of left foot lower, right heel come down. Left hand stays strong as the right arm reaches for the sky. Hips high, heart open. One more breath. Slowly, right hand lowers. Right heel lifts, left leg shoots up and back for 3-legged dog. Bending heel towards glute, opening up, stacking hips. Scorpion dog, or maybe flip the dog. Left foot steps off the mat to the left. Left arm along ear. Everybody return to downward facing dog. And take 3 rounds of breath in down dog. From down dog, bend the knees, look towards your hands, hop or lightly walk as quietly as you can to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Feet can stay hip width distance apart. Sink low, make sure you can see your toes. Press into the left foot and lift your right knee for 1-legged mountain. Finding your balance, reach through fingertips and just start to circle your right knee backwards. Opening the hip here a little bit. Couple more times. And we're gonna step it all the way back into star. So next time your right thigh is going backwards, step to the back of your mat, turning to the side, star pose, reach through fingers, heels in and toes out. And then bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Sink down into goddess. So bend the knees, maybe even lift the toes to feel that engagement. And then right elbow towards right knee or thigh, tilting in the left side body. Come back through center and take it to the left. Left elbow towards right. Inhale back to center. You got it. Keep going. 2 more to each side. To the right. Inhale, center and left. 1 more. Right and left at your own pace. Once you come back to center, straighten arms and legs, find star pose. Point your left toes to the front of the mat, turn your right toes in and find warrior 2. Left knee over, left ankle. Open up. 1 slow breath here. Exhale, straighten left leg, reverse triangle. Right hand down, right leg. Left hand up and back. Feel the length in the left side body. And then cartwheel the hands, option to take your vinyasa. Full round of breath in down dog. Look towards your hands. Bend your knees. Walk or gently hop forward fold. Half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, hips back, arms up. Press into your right foot and find one-legged mountain, drawing the left knee and thigh up. Once you have your balance, start to circle left knee backwards. And we're gonna come into star again. So as you're ready, left knee goes back, step left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Heels in, toes out. This time, bend the elbows like a cactus, bend the knees. Get nice and low. We're doing that peekaboo arm here. So stay low and goddess squat, close the arms, open and inhale, straighten arms and legs. 2 more, take your own pace. Exhale as you bend elbows and knees. Really reach in your star pose. 1 more, nice and slow. Returning to star and then warrior 2. So right toes to the front of the mat. Right arm forward, left arm back. Right knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Smooth, slow inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle, left hand down, left leg. All right, cartwheel the hands to frame the foot. Step back. Option for a vinyasa. When you make it to down dog, we're gonna hop forward again, but this time into a squat. So bend the knees, look to your hands, and hop or walk your feet outside your hands for a wide stance. Feet outside, hands land soft. Hands to heart. Use the elbows into the inner thighs to open the chest. Heels could be lifted or lowered. 3 breaths, maybe close the eyes. Press into the feet and stand all the way up. Release the hands by the side. Heel toe the feet to hip width distance apart. Close the eyes. Take 1 breath in your mountain pose here. Next, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, long spine. Release, let it go. And then heel till your feet wide again. Come back into a squat. Just 1 breath this time. Lift the heart, the chest, and then have a seat. So sit towards the middle of the mat so you have space for your feet in front of you. Planting the soles of the feet. And give yourself a nice little hug, just like we started the practice. Forehead towards knees, and then plant the hands behind you. Fingers can be facing wide or facing the hips. Inhale, lift up, reverse tabletop. We started here, so see if you feel stronger. Press through the fingers, press through the feet. This time, as we come down, you're going to straighten your legs. So lower the hips. See if you can come onto your heels, lifting the toes. Legs start to straighten. Hips come through the arms or wrists, or not. Maybe they're just sitting. And then come all the way back to reverse table. So if you need to widen the stance in your hands, because we're going to try that twice more. So tabletop, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower, but hover the hips. Hover the thighs. And glide your hips back through. Maybe there's an inch between the floor and your legs, maybe not. Inhale, come on back, reverse table. Exhale, one more attempt, gliding back on your heels, toes lifted, legs straight, hands are strong. You got it, lower all the way down. Just something to practice and play with. Hands behind the hips, lift the chest, staff pose, heels into the earth. Press the balls of the feet away from you. Sit up tall, and then exhale, start to crawl your hands forward into a forward fold. You could bend the knees a lot or a little here. Just let the head relax, the eyes close. We take 8 rounds of breath. Keep lengthening the spine with each inhale, and then exhale, maybe you fold a little further. It's not about how far you go. Two more breaths. Head and neck completely relaxed. Slowly unravel, sitting yourself up again. Bend your right knee and cross the right foot over the left thigh. Sit up tall and start to twist to your right. Right hand behind spine, left elbow maybe hooks or hug your knee, taking a twist. Each inhale, lengthen the crown of the head. Each exhale, bringing up the spine. Left heel is still pressing into the earth to keep the left leg engaged. One more breath. Exhale, unravel your chest to the front. Plant the sole of your foot, right ankle over left thigh for figure 4. Stay upright and just roll the ankle around. You could bring your heel and your hips closer to each other to deepen the stretch. Keep pressing the right knee away from you. Just rolling the ankle in both directions. And then before we go to the second side, we have a little bit of time for a foot massage in the right foot. So however you want to sit, hands grab the right foot and just use your fingers, your fists to give it a nice little massage. Try not to round your back, your spine while you're sitting here, kind of getting your ankle, each toe, giving that right foot a lot of love. Each part of the foot corresponds to an organ in the body. So just kind of take note if, as you're putting pressure on one area, it feels a little bit different. You can look up later what that corresponds to. Okay, make sure you got all different parts of that foot up to the ankle. And then when you feel done, grab your ankle and just shake that leg out. Let it be completely relaxed and loose. All right, let's go to the second side. So extend your right leg long, sit up tall, hands behind the hips to lengthen the chest. Left foot steps outside right thigh, start to twist to your left. So maybe hugging your left knee as you twist, or maybe hooking right elbow outside left thigh. One more breath. Come out of the twist and come into figure four. So keeping the left ankle over the right thigh, planting with the right sole of the foot. Your fingers could be facing away from you, facing wide. Make sure your wrists feel supported and roll that left ankle around. Press the left knee away from you. And then release that, and let's give as much love to our left foot as you did to the right. So really getting deep into a little massage here with your fingers. Using your thumbs, using your fists, maybe even kind of banging out that whole foot. Just keep breathing and keep lengthening the spine. Try not to round. A great activity to do right before bed every night. Really relax your body. Okay, try to finish up this side. And then when you're ready, hands to the ankle and just shake that leg out. Shake the foot out. Feel some energy go. Release. And then roll all the way onto your back. We're going to take shoulder stand. If it's not in your practice, just watch first. You don't want to move your head left and right. You'll just lift your feet to the sky. And if you would prefer to just find a wall and take feet up the wall, that's also great to release help the circulation and blood flow in the other direction. So feet to the sky, hands to the sacrum, lower back, and just using your arms for support, your hands for support, lifting ankles over hips, and kind of feel the blood flow in the other direction. Just find stillness or maybe gently bicycle the legs. Staying here for a few rounds of breath. A supported inversion. You could also just take this with a block under your sacrum. A little less intense version. If you'd like and you know how to get into plow, you can start to bring your feet up over your head, legs long, or bend the knees. You came into plow, come on out. We'll all take another round of breath in feet up the wall or shoulder stand. And then very gently, keeping your hands on your back until your tailbone comes to the earth, exit the posture. And find a happy baby. Feet to the sky. Rock and roll side to side on your sacrum. Last little bit of movement here. So audible exhales, big sighs, flutter of the lips. Maybe one leg straightens than the other. You know what you need. And if you're not sure, just come into an early Shavasana. Closing the eyes, finding any last little bits of movement your body is craving. And then give yourself a hug, thank your body, and slide into either feet up the wall again, or whatever Shavasana shape you're taking today. Grabbing any props you need, and quietly getting into final resting pose. Eyes soft, jaw relaxed. Being here for 5 full minutes to integrate all the work you've done. I'll guide you out when it's time. Taking the next 10 to 12 breaths for another full minute to very slowly come out of your Shavasana. Before you move, just deepen the breath and then find light movement in the fingertips and the toes. Taking at least 5 breaths to pull the knees to the chest and give yourself another hug. Another few breaths to pause in the fetal position. Eventually, you'll come to a comfortable seat where we started practice together, but take your time. As I read a quote from a monk who says, "When I was a young man, I wanted to change the world. I found it was difficult to change the world, so I tried to change my nation. When I found I couldn't change the nation, I began to focus on my town. I couldn't change the town, and as an older man, I tried to change my family. Now, as an old man, I realize the only thing I can change is myself. And suddenly I realized that if long ago I'd changed myself, I could have made an impact on my family. My family and I could have made an impact on our town. Their impact could have changed the nation, and I could indeed have changed the world." Bring your hands to your heart whenever you get to your comfortable seat. Take your time. Lingering slowly for a final breath. Sit tall, hands at heart. Exhale everything out. And then inhale to fill up and let it go. Beautiful practice, everybody. Happy Earth Day. Thanks for moving with me.